Hey Sarah, did you make dinner plans for when we visit next week?
Hi, Rachel. Yes, I made a reservation at Sakura Sushi. It's a lovely local place.
Sakura Sushi? I've never heard of it.
It's been here for over 30 years. It's very popular with locals.
We're visiting for the holidays, so you'd think they'd book somewhere nice. This cheap sushi place is exactly what you'd expect from a pensioner.
Well, that wasn't very nice of you to say.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That wasn't meant for you. I was just talking about this with a friend.
You were talking about our dinner plans with others?
Well, yeah. My friends were asking about our holiday plans.
And you told them the restaurant wasn't nice?
We were just comparing notes, really. My friend Melissa recommended this amazing place in the city.
We could try that next time you're here.
So we're just talking about this? Well, it's kind of like sending to the wrong person, but hey, this sushi place has its charm, I guess.
The chef at this restaurant trained in Tokyo for 15 years.
Oh, really? When was that? During the Stone Age?
He's quite respected in the community.
I suppose it's popular with the locals?
Very much so. Everyone loves Chef Tanaka.
And when you say everyone, you mean the handful of people who live here?
We have quite a vibrant community.
Of retirees, maybe.
All kinds of people, actually. Young families, professionals.
I see. So it's that kind of sushi place.
What do you mean by that kind?
You know, where people go because there's nowhere else.
There are several good restaurants here.
But not like in the city, right?
Different doesn't mean worse, Rachel.
It's kind of dated, isn't it?
Dated? What do you mean?
You know, like something out of an old movie about small-town life. Though this isn't even a small town, it's the middle of nowhere.
We chose to live here because we love the community.
It must be nice having such low standards.
That's quite hurtful.
Oh, come on, I'm just being honest with you.
Honest doesn't mean to be unkind.
Well, some people just can't handle the truth.
Well, that's true. Being rural means we have stronger community ties.
If you say so. I've never lived in the countryside and never will, so I wouldn't know.
You might be surprised by what you find here.
Like what? Cows?
We have theaters, art galleries, so many different things.
Probably not the kind I'm used to.
What kind are you used to?
You know, actual culture, not craft fairs.
Our local artists are quite talented.
There's nothing else here.
There's plenty to do if you're open to it.
I guess talking to people is all there is to do here.
That's not a bad thing, is it?
It is when there's nothing else to do.
We have many activities and events.
Like bingo night.
We have concerts, festivals, food fairs.
Sounds thrilling.
Well, shall we have some sushi then? Rachel, where are you?
I'm outside. I'll be right there. We're looking forward to the sushi. You know, sometimes frozen fish can be surprisingly good.
Oh, this place uses fresh fish. You'll definitely like it once you try it.
Really? Fresh fish here? That's surprising.
They get deliveries daily from the coast.
That must be quite a drive.
The quality is excellent.
Right. I've had all kinds of sushi.
I'm sure you have.
Like actual high-end places.
This is quite good too.
So I should probably learn to appreciate.
Appreciate what?
This level too. By this level, I mean.
What level would that be?
It's just different from what I usually eat. My parents raised me on high-end cuisine. so I can tell the quality of food with just one bite.
The quality?
Yes, the difference between real restaurants and this.
This restaurant is very real.
Well, the level of the cuisine, I guess. But don't worry, I can eat cheap food too. I just need to have something high-end afterward to sleep well.
That's quite an unusual requirement.
Not really, when you have refined tastes.
Refined doesn't mean better.
Actually, it does. That's literally what refined means.
I don't quite understand, but anyway, the sushi here is really good, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
If you say so, I'm looking forward to it.
Are you really?
Of course! Love trying new experiences.
You don't have to pretend to be excited.
I'm not pretending anything, just managing expectations.
Wait, Rachel, where are you going? Aren't we all heading back together?
Oh, yeah, but I need to take care of something first.
What kind of errand? This is only your second time visiting.
I just want to get some high-end food.
High-end food? We just had sushi. Are you still hungry?
It's not about being hungry. I just need to overwrite my palate with some proper food.
Did you not like the sushi?
The rice was interesting.
Interesting how?
Let's just say it was very rustic.
Chef Tanaka's rice is perfectly prepared.
If you say so, I've had better sushi before.
Better doesn't always mean happier.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just that expensive food isn't always best.
It's not about liking it or not, it's just, well, it might be fine for locals hanging out together, but I wouldn't bring out-of-town guests there.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Don't apologize. It's not your fault you don't know better.
Know better?
About real restaurants.
This is a real restaurant.
No, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying what I would do. Everyone has different standards, right?
Yes, but maybe we should choose a different restaurant for tomorrow. What would you like? How about...
No, let's not. You probably wouldn't be able to afford it on your pension anyway.
Oh, is that so?
Just being realistic.
We can afford nice things.
Define nice.
Things that we enjoy.
That's sweet. Very small town of you.
Is that meant to be an insult?
Just an observation.
Well, it feels like an insult.
Anyway, I'm going to get my palate cleanser.
You really don't need to do that.
Trust me, I do.
The sushi was perfectly fine.
Before my mouth rots.
You don't have to be so harsh. I just wanted to have this dinner to get closer to you.
Yeah, that was probably a mistake.
Why would you say that?
Because we clearly have different standards.
Different doesn't mean wrong.
In this case, it kind of does.
I think we're done here.
Finally, something we agree on.
Hi, Rachel. You left your scarf at the restaurant.
Oh, thanks. You can just throw it out.
It looks expensive, though.
It is, but I can't wear it now.
Why not?
It probably smells like that place.
That's ridiculous.
You wouldn't understand. Some scents just stick.
It's a perfectly clean restaurant.
If you say so. I'm at Nobu now.
You actually went to another restaurant?
I had to. My stomach was turning.
The sushi was fresh and well prepared.
Maybe by countryside standards.
You're being very unfair.
Life isn't fair, like being stuck in the middle of nowhere.
We chose to live here.
That's sad.
What's sad about it?
That you don't even realize what you're missing out on.
We're not missing out on anything.
Your house is tiny.
It's perfect for us.
And that ancient TV.
We don't watch much television.
Because you can't afford a better one.
Because we prefer to spend time together.
In that cramped living room.
Size isn't everything.
That's what poor people say.
Money isn't everything either.
Says someone who doesn't have any.
We have enough.
Enough for what? Discount sushi?
You really can't see past material things, can you?
I see things as they are.
No, you see things as you want to see them.
I see success versus failure.
Is that how you measure life?
How else would you measure it?
By happiness, fulfillment, relationships.
Those don't pay bills.
We managed just fine.
If you call this fine.
Many people would be grateful for what we have.
That's because they're failures too.
Rachel, that's enough.
Truth hurts.
No, your attitude hurts.
Then maybe we shouldn't talk anymore.
Maybe you're right.
Finally learning.
Learning what?
That you can't compete with my lifestyle.
We're not competing.
Obviously not.
Why are you like this?
Like what? Successful?
So angry, so judgmental.
I'm just honest.
You're cruel.
I'm realistic.
Real life isn't just about money.
Says someone who doesn't have any.
We have more than you think.
What? Hidden treasure in that tiny house?
Value isn't just monetary.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
We sleep very well, actually.
In that cheap bedroom set?
In our comfortable home.
If you can call it that.
It is our home, and we're proud of it.
Proud of mediocrity?
Proud of what we've built together.
A life of limitations.
A life of choices.
Poor choices.
Happy choices.
Delusional choices.
Why does our happiness bother you so much?
It doesn't bother me. It amuses me.
What's amusing about it?
That you think this is actually living.
As opposed to what?
Actually succeeding, having things, status.
Those things don't make you happy.
My bank account makes me very happy.
Does it keep you warm at night?
Better than that threadbare blanket you use.
Our home is filled with love.
And cheap furniture.
I think we're done here.
Because you know I'm right?
Because you're impossible to talk to.
Because I speak the truth.
Because you're unkind.
Truth isn't always kind.
But people can be. It doesn't take a lot to be nice to others.
People can also be successful.
Good night, Rachel.
Enjoy your peasant life.
At least I can sleep at night knowing who I am.
I sleep fine in my luxury apartment.
Money can't buy peace of mind.
But it can buy everything else.
Tyler wants to know if you're coming to dinner.
Where? Another dive?
It's a nice Italian place.
Define nice.
Rachel, please.
Fine, but I'm bringing my own wine.
They have an excellent wine list.
From the local grocery store?
From their wine cellar.
Probably all cheap bottles.
You don't have to come.
No, I'll come. Someone has to show you what class looks like.
I'm starting to think this was a mistake.
What was?
This whole visit.
Finally figuring it out?
You've changed so much.
I've improved.
That's not the word I'd use.
Because you don't understand success.
I understand kindness, that you don't have any.
Kindness doesn't pay bills.
No, but it makes life worth living.
Whatever. Just text me the address.
I'll send it later.
Make sure it's not another embarrassment.
Like what?
Like that sushi place.
That was a perfectly good restaurant.
If you say so, just make sure this one at least has proper silverware.
You're impossible.
I'm successful. There's a difference. Hey, where's this dinner place?
We've decided to cancel dinner.
What? Why?
I think you know why.
Because you can't afford it.
Because you're being horrible.
I'm being honest.
You're just being cruel.
Fine, I'll go somewhere nice by myself.
Enjoy your lonely dinner.
Better than cheap company.
Goodbye, Rachel.
Sarah, I just saw you. What are you doing here? Why are you and Dad at my company's business dinner?
Ah, well, there's a reason.
Are you following me?
No, of course not.
Then why are you here?
If you'd let me explain.
Sarah, this isn't okay. I don't know if you're trying to play city folk, but you can't just crash my business dinner.
We didn't crash anything.
You can't just walk into places like this.
We were invited.
By who? The janitor?
Rachel, please.
This is a high-end restaurant, and your shabby appearance is embarrassing me.
Shabby?
Look at your clothes.
What's wrong with my clothes?
Everything. That outfit is from the Stone Age.
These are perfectly fine clothes.
Maybe for feeding chickens.
That's enough.
Yes, that's enough. Please leave.
We have every right to be here.
Yes, shabby. You're wearing the same clothes from when I visited. Have you heard of a suit, Sarah?
Of course I have, but for casual business meetings like this.
There's nothing casual about this place.
I'm well aware of the venue.
Then you should know you don't belong here.
We were specifically invited.
By whom? The busboy?
By the CEO.
Stop lying.
I'm not lying.
If you had the urban sophistication of myself and the other attendees, casual would be fine. But rural casual is completely different. Just please leave.
You're making a scene.
I'm protecting my career.
From what?
From you embarrassing me.
How are we embarrassing you?
This isn't a place for people like you.
People like us?
Yes, you know what I mean.
Explain it to me.
Poor people. Rural people.
But Tyler's here too, and...
Tyler's here because he's my husband. He belongs here.
And we don't?
Obviously not.
I'm sorry for the misunderstanding, but we're...
I get it. You need money.
What?
It must be tough living on just a pension. Fine. How much do you want?
No, that's not...
Following me here must mean you want money. Your living conditions seemed pretty poor when we visited. And I guess it's hard to ask Tyler directly, so you're coming to me, his wife.
That's completely wrong.
Would $500 be enough? That should last a month in the middle of nowhere. Or do you need more?
It's fine, really. Look, Rachel.
Need more? $1,000?
We don't want your money.
Then why are you here?
Because we were invited.
Stop lying!
We're not lying.
It must be pretty pathetic being old and having to mooch off young people. I'm happy to help out if you need it.
Rachel, that's really...
What? I'm just stating facts. It's just a fact that you're pathetic. Maybe Tyler should hear about this. Feel free to tell him, though you won't get any money that way.
This is just terrible.
Whatever. I don't want to hear that from someone who snuck into my work event. You do that because you're pathetic and desperate.
We didn't sneak in.
I'm offering you money because I feel sorry for you.
My husband is the chairman of your client's company.
Now you're just making things up. Why do I have to deal with this old lady?
It's true. We happen to make a connection with your company. Tyler knows about all of this.
That's impossible.
Why is it impossible?
Then why wouldn't I know about it?
Maybe because Tyler knew how you'd react.
He tells me everything.
Clearly not.
Besides, people without backbone like you and Dad could never succeed in business.
Without backbone?
Successful business people need backbone. Small-town teachers don't have that.
What? I took pride in my work as a teacher.
Who cares? I couldn't care less about your small-town story.
I educated generations of children.
To what? Be failures like you?
That's no way to talk to people.
Just talking to myself. Anyway, if Tyler knew, he would have told me. Please stop with these stupid lies. I meant stupid about the lies. I wasn't calling you stupid. Now, please leave. This isn't a place for senile country folk.
Watch your mouth, you piece of work.
What? Dad? That's harsh. Aren't you usually more mild-mannered?
You think I can stay quiet while you mock my wife? Your attitude since your last visit has been...
My attitude is perfectly normal. What have I done?
You might not have done anything directly, but you've clearly been looking down on us.
Well, if you think that, maybe it's because you feel that way about yourselves?
Remember who you're talking to.
That you deserve to be looked down on.
Say whatever you want.
Can't you leave already? Following your daughter-in-law around, begging me for money as a couple? Are you really Tyler's successful parents?
Like I said, I'm the chairman of your client's company. My wife and I have every right to be here.
Playing pretend together? That's cute. There wasn't much fun to be had in that backwater anyway.
I've discussed it with the CEO. We're canceling the deal with your company.
Huh? What do you mean canceled? And they want me to apologize? Dad, please respond. The dinner chest. They told me that's what you said.
Like I said, our business relationship is over. This dinner serves no purpose now. It's canceled.
You can't do this.
I already have.
This will affect hundreds of people.
You should have thought of that earlier.
Wait, please. It was true? Really? Dad, you're really the chairman?
That's what I've been saying. I thought you knew. Tyler probably didn't tell you to avoid making you uncomfortable.
Why didn't anyone tell me?
Would it have changed your behavior? He couldn't have imagined you were being so disrespectful behind the scenes.
I wasn't disrespectful.
Shall I show you the texts?
Those were private.
Sarah shows me everything.
That's an invasion of privacy.
That's just marriage.
Wait, please. I haven't done anything wrong. Personal relationships shouldn't affect business, right?
This isn't about personal relationships.
Then what is it about?
Character!
What about my character?
Or lack thereof.
But still,
Still what?
you can't just cancel everything.
Watch me. This was the chairman and CEO's decision. Besides, this deal wasn't officially confirmed yet.
Please, wait. This isn't fair. Please don't make it seem like it's my fault.
It is your fault.
How is this my fault?
Your actions, your words, your attitude.
But you can't bring personal matters into business. Be professional about this.
I've never met someone so shamelessly brazen, I'll give you credit for that.
I'm not being brazen.
No? Then what would you call it?
I'm being direct.
You're just being cruel.
Tyler won't stay quiet about this.
Tyler agrees with me.
He can't.
He's seen everything.
Using personal grudges to interfere with my work. This won't just affect me, it'll cause trouble for lots of people.
Now you care about others?
Of course I do.
Since when?
I've always cared about my colleagues.
Just not your family?
That's different.
How?
Business is business.
And family is family.
Exactly. Keep them separate.
I see, so you're thinking about how this affects others, not just yourself.
Of course, this isn't an industry where you can be self-centered. I'm thinking about the bigger picture.
I understand. Given that spirit, let me make a suggestion to the other party.
Really? You'll help?
I'll make a recommendation.
Thank you. I knew you'd understand. What do you mean I'm fired? Suddenly they told me that's what...
I just explained everything that happened. I also mentioned that we couldn't do business while that employee remained.
What? So you told them to fire me if they wanted the deal?
I didn't say that exactly, but that's how your company interpreted it.
You destroyed my career.
You did that yourself.
I worked so hard for this.
Should have worked harder on being a decent person.
I am decent.
Really?
I'm successful.
You were successful.
This is illegal.
No, it's just business. I thought it was harsh too, but you said you were more concerned about the damage to others than yourself. I thought this might be the best solution.
Well, I did say that, but...
Then you shouldn't have any complaints. And what's this message about?
No, but getting fired is...
If you have complaints about being fired, take them to your boss, not me.
What's your problem? Just because you're poor, were my words that hurtful?
Poor?
Yes, poor.
What words are you referring to?
I just told you the truth, that you're a couple living a worthless life in a boring countryside. Just because I live a rich, high-class life in the city, it's cowardly to get revenge like this.
You seem to misunderstand what wealth means. My wife and I live a very rich life.
Where? In that tiny house, going to that dirty sushi place? You must be broke. Even if you say you're chairman, it must be of some tiny company. And Mom always seems nervous, like she has no confidence in herself.
You think living in the city with money and career status equals wealth, but that's not true. We have our own kind of wealth.
Whatever.
The experience Sarah and I have built over the years is precious, and our connections with people around us have value money can't buy. If you only focus on money and career, you'll lose important things like you just did.
Stop preaching. What nonsense about priceless value and hanging out with losers. What matters is building relationships that benefit you.
I see. Then who's helping you now?
Huh?
You just got fired. Has anyone offered to help? Has anyone protested your firing?
Well, but Tyler will definitely take my side.
Tyler wants a divorce!
What?
He finally saw your true nature after today. He's already apologized to us.
No,
Is this the wealth you were talking about? You should think about this carefully.
whatever. I'm obviously better off. Why should I lose to a bunch of losers? Hey, Sarah. Please respond. I know you're reading these. Sarah, please. I need help. I'm sure you heard about today. I got unfairly fired and...
I heard the story, but was it really unfair?
Yes, of course it was unfair. They can't do this to me.
They can, and they did.
But it's wrong.
Is it?
Yes, it's unfair. Dad and Tyler seem to hate me, and they're trying to destroy my career.
They're not destroying anything.
They literally got me fired.
Your actions got you fired.
You're the only one on my side.
I'm sorry, but that's not possible anymore.
What? What do you mean?
I can't be on your side. I'm sorry.
But you're my mother-in-law.
Yes, I am.
Family helps family.
Like you helped us?
That's different.
How?
I was just being honest.
You were being cruel.
What? But you said you wanted to be close with me. I'm being treated unfairly right now. A kind mother like you should help me.
I have no intention of helping you. I'm sorry.
You can't mean that.
I do.
After all we've been through?
What exactly have we been through, Rachel?
Family stuff.
You mean you insulting us?
I never insulted anyone.
I've been patient for so long. You mocked my friends, mocked our lifestyle.
No, I didn't mock anything. Everyone can have their own feelings, right? I just said how I felt.
Then I felt mocked, so I won't help you. Everyone can have their own feelings, right?
That's not the same.
Why not?
Because I'm suffering.
And we weren't?
Well,
That's what?
different.
How?
You're used to being, you know.
No, I don't know. Please explain.
Never mind.
Besides, I'm not angry with you. I'm just sad. I want you to change.
Change what?
Everything.
I'm perfect as I am.
That's exactly the problem. I want you to understand there's more to wealth than money and career. I want you to learn to accept people without looking down on them.
Not this again. What's with you two preaching? Why don't you just go back to your pathetic countryside? You losers.
You haven't changed at all, have you? Even after all this, calling people losers.
What's wrong with calling losers losers? I'll definitely stay in the city and succeed. Without help. I don't want to end up like you people who can't survive without others' help.
Hard to believe you were just begging Tyler and me for help. Well, if that's your conviction, go ahead. I actually thought getting you fired was too harsh. But if you feel that strongly, I won't interfere.
What? You think it was harsh too, right? Then please convince Dad to...
There you go, asking for help again.
Because I need it.
But you just said,
Forget what I just said.
I won't forget.
Please, I'm desperate.
Now you know how it feels.
What are you talking about?
To need help from others.
This isn't fair.
Oh, I just remembered what you said. Successful business people need backbone. I wonder where your backbone is.
Stop throwing my words back at me.
Why, they're your words.
I didn't mean them.
Yes, you did.
Okay, maybe I did, but I'm sorry.
Are you really?
Yes, I'm sorry.
You're just sorry you got caught.
No, I'm genuinely sorry.
It's too late for that.
It's never too late.
In this case, it is.
Please, I have nowhere to go.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Sarah, please.
Don't call me that anymore.
What am I supposed to do?
Figure it out yourself.
I can't.
Then maybe you're not as capable as you thought.
I'll change.
No, you won't.
I promise.
Promises from you mean nothing.
I'll prove it.
You've already proven who you are.
Give me another chance.
We gave you many chances.
One more.
No.
Please.
Goodbye, Rachel.
Don't do this.
You did this.
I'll do anything.
It's too late.
I'm sleeping in an internet cafe.
That's unfortunate.
Help me.
No.
I'm begging you.
Goodbye, Rachel.
Please, don't leave me alone. Mom? Anyone? Please!
After that, Rachel tried desperately to keep her job by reaching out to various people. But of course, the termination wasn't reversed, and she was forced out. She moved out of the house she shared with Tyler, and now lives in internet cafes. Waiting for a chance to turn things around, she apparently tried contacting various acquaintances, but not a single person would help her. And eventually, she disappeared from the city. No one knows where she is now. As for me, I'm continuing my retirement life as before. My husband has passed his chairman position to the next generation, and now we're living an even more relaxed life. Between our community connections, time together as a couple, and the peaceful natural surroundings, I'm living a very happy and fulfilling life every day. I don't care if anyone looks down on us. What's truly important to me? I never want to lose sight of that.